All right, so here we go. Here's another question that I get asked a lot as a Reiki master. This one comes from, well, it comes from my clients, but it also comes from my students too, because it never fails. I got students. They take the class. They're excited. They're ready to give Reiki, but one of the things that gives them pause is they're afraid that what if I give this person Reiki and they don't feel a thing? Or if you're a client, what if I book a Reiki session with you and at the end of that session, I didn't feel diddly squat? Well, let me just say, just because you didn't feel anything does not mean that Reiki was not working and that it's not still working. What I would say is, because sometimes when I give myself Reiki, I don't always feel anything. Sometimes I don't feel anything at all. But I know that once I get up and as my day goes along, or if I'm giving myself Reiki before it's time for me to go to bed, sooner or later the effects are going to kick in. It never fails. You will feel the effects. I promise you. I promise you. So it may not be immediate, right? Let's say you booked the Reiki session and the Reiki session was at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, you've got your whole day, don't you? Well, first and foremost, don't panic if you don't feel anything. And if you're a practitioner giving someone Reiki and they don't feel anything, don't panic because Reiki is still working. It's still working. It's a beautiful energetic detox that is coming from the divine, the universal life force energy, which is exactly what Reiki means, okay? Don't panic. I promise you, it's still working. It's still working. You don't always feel, well, you don't feel the blood flowing through your body, but you know it's doing it, right? So you have to trust the process. It's not always going to be this euphoric, oh, out of body experience. There's going to be times where you may not feel anything immediately, but you will gradually. So, if you have received Reiki and you didn't feel anything, then I would just say pay attention to how you feel the day after you received Reiki, and then the day after that, and then the day after that. See how your energy changes, how you feel in your body. The best thing to do is, because any practitioner worth their salts has a post Reiki plan for you to follow, right? What I recommend to my clients after I've given them Reiki is number one, hydrate, 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 hydrate. Stay hydrated, please, and thank you. Drink lots of water. Don't overdo it, obviously, but drink lots of water. Secondly, stay away from like fried foods. Um, Stay away from like overconsumption of like alcohol and burning activities that people do, that's legal in most states. Try not to do a whole lot of that. Um, because you're wanting to feel the effects. You're going to feel the effects eventually. You'll start feeling something. And if nothing else, you will sleep better. All right? So don't panic if you don't feel anything right away. If you don't have this beautiful out of body moment that people think that they're supposed to have every time they get Reiki, because that ain't it. The purpose of Reiki is to give you healing, and sometimes healing comes silently. Okay? All right. That's it.